What's going on? I thank the universal truth and absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. Peace and power. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Saturday afternoon shenanigans live. Peace and power. I just went over my activity log on Facebook for February, which was Black History Month at that time. Um, and during that month, like I told you before, I gave a book for every day of the month. Every day of the month, I gave a book, a brief synopsis, and some days I gave 2 books. Last video, last live, matter of fact, I told you that the first book should be Asada by Asada Shakur, formerly known as Joanne Chesimard. Peace, peace, peace. How are you? And because that's the starter kit. Before you do anything, you need to make sure you read that. And I also put it in the I also tagged that specific video in the group. Well, in the video, in a comment, which was the video from Facebook. And then again, you can go back to it. So now the second book should be Revolutionary Suicide by Huey P. Newton. It's a toss-up. You can either use Revolutionary Suicide, peace, peace, from the UK. Salute, I'm glad you're here, first time. Okay, thank you. Thank you for coming, listening, and supporting. You can either utilize, no doubt, in Orlando. I see Detroit in the house. You can either utilize or read and digest To Die for the People or Revolutionary Suicide. Either or is a good secondary book to broaden your awareness on our situations. You dig? Salute. Yes, peace, and power. Again, so the first book, Asada by Asada Shakur. Second book could either be Revolutionary Suicide or To Die for the People. Both by Huey P. Newton, Professor Huey P. Newton. Yes, indeed. Salute. Either or, because again, you cannot start a war. You cannot start your awareness. You cannot start seeking and getting in tune with your purpose from J and K, right? You start everything from A, B, C, D, and E. This way, hey Dollar, what's up? This way, you don't miss any important parts. All right? You don't miss any important parts of your foundation. Your foundation is very, very important. So again, Asada, because as we know, women are the most intricate individual in building our nation. She was very woke, she was very conscious, and she was very aware. And she manifests that through her being. Not only does she get struck down. Not only was she in prison, not only was she brutalized, but she was subsequently liberated and never came back. So that's a win. So you have to read that first. You have to read it, digest it, go through it sentence by sentence, paragraph by paragraph. I have to tell people that many of the books that I read in the 90s, right? Salute, salute. I read it in the 90s, and I continuously read them all the way now into the second decade of this millennium. And many of the books, many of the titles, many of the gifts that they have given us, I reread over and over. So some of these books I've read 100 times. And every time I, excuse me, every time I do read them and digest them, I get another jewel. I get another tool to use. I'm awakened by another way of interpreting it. Peace, peace, son. So again, you have to reread these books numerous times. It's not enough to read it, run through it, and say, "Oh, I do the knowledge to it. I've knowledged it." No, 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 no. I'm telling you, it's titles that I've read hundreds of times. So I want you to make sure you get those two titles first. Um, excuse me. And then as we go along, and it's not that I'm spoon feeding books of information, I just want you to be prepared for what's to come once you are in a space of consciousness that's going to propel you to move in a certain way. So you have to really, really know, understand, and be comfortable with the information and how not only that you view others, but how you view yourself. So get a SADA, Get to Die for the People, or Revolutionary Suicide. Those are the two books. I believe that we may be on Outspoken tonight to speak about the fiasco that just happened on I-95 with these quote-unquote Moors. I reached out to Harker Bay. Hopefully he will join us with this dialogue so we could bring some clarity to not only what happened, but what needs to happen in the future. Peace, peace. What's up, what's up? So, again, excuse me, my allergies. Because that was a fiasco. Do you know of any black bookstores that we can patronize? Yo, let me tell you something. As an author, I knew that that was going to be a wrap a long time ago when I was out there going hand to hand selling my books. I don't know any black bookstores right now. In Harlem, I believe that they still have Human Books, but in the mid, right, Black and Noble in Philly, definitely. But I can say, okay, I dropped my title, the first one, my memoir in 2004. And we were losing a lot of retailers at that point with the introduction of the ebooks and the Kindles. And many of the black authors suffered because they just didn't think that people would gravitate towards the Kindle and the ebooks, especially our people, because at the time they made the wrong guess that the Kindles were not going to be affordable. And as we know, with everything in technology, they use it as a tool to keep the people oppressed. So again, they made it affordable for everyone. They just layered it. So a lot of black authors who were using such as myself, who was using conventional printing presses, independent printing presses, and the printing presses went out of business. So did the black retailers. So that was very disheartening. Give me a second, y'all. That was very, got it. I ain't need that. It was very disheartening for most. So again, uh, when you're talking about black retailers of books, salute. When you're talking about black retailers, book retailers, it's going to be difficult. But again, just thank you. Just get what you call it. Download it, Kindle it, or you could reach out to the author themselves and see if they have their own website and things of that nature. But when we're talking about these classic books, you have to get them from wherever you can get them from. All right. But again, we may be on tonight. If not, I'll definitely be back tomorrow with another book and some other insights. So for now, peace and power, salute. Remember, support, share the channel, get the likes up, engage, comment, do all that stuff. And, you know, I love my people. Salute. Peace and power. Yeah, I'm gonna bust down this little, little lunch. It's a little time here. I see you. Yeah, do what we do. And no, that's not product placement. That's just eating. You did? So I'm gonna knock that down, and hopefully I'll see y'all all later, either on IG, right, or on YouTube with Doggy. Salute.